Pilates in pink for my 27th birthday celebration. We're going to be doing area Pilates with the girls, but let me introduce. We got Ashley, Drika, Madison, Skyla, and Mia, and then there's me, your girl Jaleah. I'm not going to be talking too much, but I do want to let y'all see us flip around, do some little cute exercises. So enjoy.
And then sink to your knees from there. Left knee comes out to go to the floor. You're standing on the right foot. You're going to pass it to your Achilles. You're going to square your right hip down towards the ground. You're going to squeeze your glutes. You're going to get tall through your core. Arms are going to lift up overhead. We're going to use our left hand against the poles. So that's the back of my hand pressing into the poles to help us twist to the right side of the room. Right hip stays low. It's going to want to hike up. Wide through your collarbones, you're bringing that left shoulder through to the front. You got deep breaths going on. Inhale breath is going to take you back around to the front. We're going to spread this fabric all the way up to your butt, where your thigh meets your butt, that booty. And then underneath your heel. You got a full stocking wrap. As you bend your knee to the right side of the room, your foot's going to cut across to your left hip. So it's like a figure four. We're going to slice through the center with our chest, and we're going to fly into pigeon pose. Yep, Ashley's here. So you bend your knee across so that your foot's cutting across this opposite hip. So instead of me standing on it, I'm going to turn it to the outside. Okay. It's like there you go. And then you'll slice through from there. It's like you're elbowing someone out the way of the club. You just elbow that fabric back. Yep. And then you could use the back foot on the floor. I think some of y'all are already pretty close to the float. You can lift that foot up. You might grab that foot with the same side again. Yeah, girl, nice. Is that Drika? Is that the right way to pronounce your name?
Drika.
Huh? Did I say your name correctly?
Yes.
You're in it. You're good.
Okay.
You're doing the most.
Period.
Is your thud all the way in? Because if the thud's not in, it's really hard to balance.
This one?
Get the blue cheek in there. It's all about that. Yeah. And then maybe you can take your left foot around to the front and all the way into easy sit. Nice. Is it Skylar?
Yeah.
Good job. Some of these moves will be easier, some will be harder.
Okay, like this.
Yep. You made it!
Hey!
Nice work. Alright, release the floating foot back to Mother Earth. Slice your chest back out through the center. Straighten the right leg out. You're going to push the fabric back down to the Achilles. Fabric management gets easier over time. Alright, I'm going to turn my toes and my chest to face AJ's front door. My right hand, same as the leg, is going to grab these poles together, and it's going to extend somewhere around my shoulder height. My other hand is going to dump a cupcake on your head, and you're going to grab those poles above you so where the thumbs are facing each other. As I push the bottom hand away from me, it's going to deepen this outside body stretch. Can you feel your left side opening?
Yes.
Alright, you're in the right spot. One more breath in the stretch. And then when you're ready to move on, you're going to lift up tall. Replace your foot with your shin bone. Sit your hips back over your heels. Walk your chest down, lower the glute. Probably feeling a pretty deep hip flexor stretch on the right leg. You can add sways if you want. For those that want the extra core, I'm gonna push my forearms down into the floor right here. I'm gonna lift my low core by pushing into my right ankle, and I'm gonna bring both feet into the back. As I press my hips up over my shoulders, I'm just gonna keep my feet pushing down on the loop, and you can play with shoulder or forearm stand. If it's feeling really solid, you can always take a foot out or both. But maybe you're just playing with forearms, and then you can always come. Put your foot back in and swing around. Anybody into handstands, or you want to stay with either a headstand or a shoulder stand down here? If you want the headstand, head goes, hands are in front of your head. They're not by your ears. You need to see all your fingertips. You would push up to the head from there. Leave one foot up if you want. You can see how much weight you need in that loop. If you'd rather do a handstand, you could. If you want to go back to the forearm stand, you could. That was good. Yeah, there you go.
Wait.
I got really stacking my shoulders over my head. I don't want to have my head tilted in a weird type of way. I'm really
Get down here.
okay.
Wait, do it again. Do it again.
Huh?
Do it again. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah. Here, girl. Good job, y'all. Both knees come down, tuck your toes under, take your forward fold, walk it up. And then maybe you're trying that easy sitting in where the foot comes all the way around and cross over the other leg. Nice, open heart. Good job. Yeah, now try to put the foot on. Nice, that was it. Cool. Back's on one side, toes turn towards those back mirrors. You're driving with your heel. Your phone seems to be nominated for tribute right now, if that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna come grab y'all from the phone.
Y'all gonna do it with no hands?
Okay, you're right. If your head's on the right, you can always just take the left arm out, and that'll be the one towards me.
Okay. Yeah. No hands.
Yeah. Alright, you're gonna push down the front panel with your hands. You might want to bring your arms around to the other side. Yep. And then you'll push that down as you take a hop in. This? Yep. Cool. Feet are gonna come in at the front for me. So I'm gonna pull this forward a little. Nice. You're gonna perch over these feet. You're gonna come up to stand from there. Okay. You can use the front of this fabric to push it up. Yep.
Okay. All right. Let go.
Yep. Nice. Awesome. Yes. Awesome. Nice. Yeah. Good job.